Welcome back to another review, and today we're going to take a look at the new Fox Valley models, Norfolk and Western Class J 484. Of course, Fox Valley Models is a Scaled Trains company now, and so a lot of what we're going to see will be very reminiscent of what Scaled Trains makes. And starting with the box, of course, everything is nicely presented as Scaled Trains do. They have the diagram of the model on the top here in a drawing of a schematic, and of course Fox Valley Models nice and large there, the HO, and of course the model name up the top there. As for the side, we have a nice colored drawing of the Class J itself, of which we have here NNW 611, which is the modern excursion version of this locomotive. And of course this one comes with sound and DCC. So otherwise, looking at the bottom here, we have details about the model and a bit of history, and of course the features. So we will go straight into opening up this box. It's very sturdy, so everything should be well kept. And of course we have your manual for the Class J, and this is pretty typical. You'll find all the information you need to know about how to maintain and operate the model, which we will be utilizing later on in the video for when we test it out. So we'll move this hard packing foam, good for protection, and there you go. You have two clamshell plastic packaging for both the tender and the engine itself, and then we have some accessories up here I will show. So we've got a spare set of drivers here, and then I assume this is the tool which you would use for putting them onto the locomotive, and then we have some extra traction tires there if need be. Otherwise, there are no other accessories, so I'll go ahead and open these up and put them on the turntable. So as you can see here now, I have both the locomotive and the tender on the turntable, and just a quick look over of the locomotive before we test it. Right out of the box, obviously being the museum version, the excursion version, it has this nice glossy finish, which appears to look really well done from factory. I do believe that this is based, or it's using the tooling from MTH's Class J, which I believe Scaled Trains also acquired alongside Fox Valley, and so obviously this is probably identical to that locomotive, with very minor altercations, of which we used to have the MTH Class J as well, and so if it's anything like that old model, it should run fantastically. And of course, just running over a few details here, the locomotive is die cast, both the body and the chassis, I believe, for both the tender and locomotive. A variety of lights, so you've got your marker lights, there's a cab light, headlight, number boards are all functional, obviously a variety of separately applied metal parts, in a brass bell, and then you've got your railings or guard railings, grab irons, the typical sort of details you expect from a model in this day and age, especially from the likes of a Scaled Trains company. And otherwise, this is, I believe it's pronounced the Spirit of Roanoke. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, obviously based off of that, so that is what this livery is for. And yeah, very well done, very clean, very glossy like I said earlier. You have the live, well not the live, but a coal load up the top, which is all glued down and painted over. And yeah, all the lettering seems legible and sharp. And of course the numbering as well there on the side, 611, and there is a detailed cab, but no figures in there, which is fine. and knucklehead couplers on the rear of the tender, but oh yeah, and then a coupler which I believe swings out here. Hard to see with this how dark this livery is, or this paint is, sorry. But yeah, there is a knucklehead coupler at the front as well. And yeah, otherwise, pretty basic overview. So otherwise, we'll just get it onto the tracks and see how it performs. So this wraps up our review of the Fox Valley Models J-Class. Overall, runs fantastically. The smoke generator, which I forgot to mention earlier, functions really well. The smoke effects are very realistic, and just the general running of the locomotive and the weightiness of the noise that it makes when it's operating is just really well done, and it certainly creates an atmosphere when you are operating the model, especially at lower speeds. So everything is super smooth. I have zero complaints about this model, and yeah, definitely recommend it if you can get your hands on one, especially in this excursion version. Yeah, really well done. A really good job from Scale Trains overall. Obviously, I think this is their first release of a steam locomotive, and so far it's a good start. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe and comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.